Well, I walked up on this spot and literally saw catfish fighting over a spawn site. So that's got to be a good sign. You got another taker. Oh yeah, that was sweet. I love drag. Keep him out of my other line. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a nice one. River rats, it's a hot, sticky one out here today, but I actually like this weather. I'm also actually kind of odd. I mean, I don't like ice cream. Pretty much the only person I know that doesn't like ice cream. But it's prime doodle socking conditions, and if you're curious what that is, I'm gonna show you. So let's go. Well, other than doodle socking just being a fun word to say, it's also a pretty effective fishing technique. I don't know who came up with the name doodle socking, but I'm a little jealous. Like, that's something I wish I could say I came up with that name, but I didn't. But the concept is simple. I'm here, I'm on this rocky bank, and catfish, they spawn in places like this. So they'll come in here thick in numbers to get ready to spawn. They'll be here spawning, and then they'll hang out for a while after they spawn. So there's just a concentration of fish, and you know, they'll hit on the spawn, like on the bed, because they're cavity spawners. I wonder how many times I just said spawn. Anyway, they lay their eggs in holes and they protect them, and you can catch them that way too, but there's still gonna be a pile of fish just milling around here. So it's a pretty effective strategy. It's fun, and when they hit the bait, they hit it angry. I'm a big fan of bobbers. I feel like the red and white bobbers get hit more often when doing this. I mean, that's a true story I just made up, but I mean, you don't have to set your bait very deep, so you don't need a slip bobber. And that just happened to be what I grabbed, and it'll work just fine. But all I'm gonna do is just walk this bank. I'm gonna drop my bait down. I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes. I'm probably gonna fish 2 poles, so I'll drop one down here, drop one down there, and then just let it sit for 4 or 5 minutes. And if I get bit, I'll try it again. And if I don't get bit, I'll move 10, 20 feet down the bank and try it again. But this spot's nice because there's rock everywhere, so they could be spawning anywhere, which sometimes that means they're spawning and concentrated all over it. And hopefully that's the case, because it can be some absolutely awesome fishing. The nice thing about using 2 rods is I can fish 2 different depths with the bobber. You don't need a bobber. You could just literally go dip it and hold it still. And I told you they hit it angry. When you're holding on to it and they hit it angry, it's pretty cool, but I just like watching bobber go under. I'm a giant toddler, essentially. Oh, I suppose I should put my hood up. Even though I do enjoy the heat and the humidity, I also have a tendency to get sunburned. Big fan of hooded sun shirts. I still put sunscreen on the back of my hands and my nose and face and stuff, but it saves me money on putting sunscreen on the rest of it, and sunscreen's like $10 a bottle. I like the striker ones. This is one of their, I guess, less expensive ones, but they make, I can't remember the model number. They make ones that you can have thumb holes and you pull over your hands, so you don't even have to put sunscreen on the back of your hands. That's pretty nice. But anyway, we got the Chads, the ultimate catfish catchers. We don't need a big chunk. Just need a couple of them, but we do need a couple of them. If I can only catfish with one bait for the rest of my life, you're looking at it right here. It's just good. Except when it's really, really hot. And it's not quite as good. At least for the channels and blues. Flatheads are weird. They seem to like it all the time. But yeah, chunk about like that. Put her on. Dip her down. Hopefully we get to watch a bobber go under. Hopefully it doesn't take long. Hopefully we don't have too many snags, but I think we're gonna have a lot of snags. Maybe I'll run this one a little shallower. I mean, like I said, varied depths. I just do, I don't know, what's that, 2.5 feet from stop to the hook? Probably something like that. Big cast. That's the other thing about these warm, humid days. If you're by water, there's usually some breeze. I think this one's already snagged. Nope. I'm gonna pitch it out just a little further though. Not too much further. You don't need stupid long fishing rods like this, but I got them and they do work better for bobbers, like especially if you're gonna drift them a long ways. Pretty much any fishing rod will work for this. But don't use too heavy of actions of fishing rods, because then it's not as fun when you fight them. Oh, hung up on that one. Oh, got it out, sweet. Something funny's going on there. Might be wishful thinking. Might also be a snapping turtle. Did see one of them a minute ago. Oh, right there. Speak of the devil. I suppose I might as well relax and stay a while. By a while, I mean like 10 minutes, tops. That looked like a catfish. Probably should have brought some crawlers. Crawlers will absolutely work for this too. I wanted to catch some shad to do a little flathead fishing anyway, so here we are with shad. The snapper's back. He probably never left. Oop, we got one. There he is. Hey! I was just thinking about moving. Saw that bobber racing. That's awesome. Oh yeah, definitely one getting ready to spawn. Oh, we got another one going. Oh, he just came off. See, that bobber just bounced and raced for a second. He dropped it. Oh, I got the best part on him. Try to get those out of my system today. Gonna fish a tournament this weekend I'm pretty excited about. Put another chunk of bait on. It's a fun little bit of excitement there for a second. Suppose I better hydrate. Hydration is key. Oop, there he goes. Little nibbly bud. Not a big fish. It was a nibble. I did like it. Who knows, he might come back. We got one. There he is. Oh, what is this? That is not a catfish. Oh, that's hilarious. That's a nice one too. Larry. Bucket head on a shad head. That's funny. Little catfish and bycatch. He fought pretty good. That's funny. The old bucket head. It's been a minute since I reeled in one of these. Okay, bobber's still there. Yeah, not a bad one. I should take a picture for my buddy. Got a couple bass fishing buddies that I like to give them a hard time when I get the chance, so. They'll appreciate that. See you, buddy. Not expected, but that'll work. That's funny. I think on that note, we'll slide into that shade. Put some fresh bait on that one. That one's probably okay. Get out of there. You don't want to be there. Hopefully my sinker's not snagged. Nope. Yeah, I got most of it back. Goes with the territory. Well, since I got to re-rig, I might as well show you how I tie my leaders up. After I get my other rod in the water, of course. Come here, Chads. The other upside of the shade is that my bait will stay fresh longer. All right, big cast. Set her, put it in the rod holder. That'll work. All right, let's get this thing ready. Yeah, I like the whole leader concept because if the hook snags, like this is 20-pound leader in my main line is 30 or 40. If my hook snags, I'll just break off the hook and then I won't lose my weight or my bobber, which is kind of handy. Save a little money that way. And time, as far as that goes. I've mostly been using Kales lately for channel cats and flatheads as far as that goes. They seem to be good at hooking fish. I like it when I hook fish that bite. Circles will absolutely work, so will J's. Whatever you prefer. That's the no knot snell. Tie that on. Give her a cinch. Then I'll tie a uni knot to put it on the swivel. The uni knot's a pretty good one when you start getting into heavier lines. Like I've tied up to 200-pound line with a uni. Just do fewer turns. Like 20-pound, I'm going to do 5. With 200, I do 3. 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, got my tag trimmed, add a chunk of shad, and we are back in business. I put a little shad head on this one. That might have been a nibble. Another bass. Wouldn't that be hilarious just to wear out the bass? All right, this one's set a little deeper, so I'll throw it out. Oh, there's the turtle. He's following me. Or maybe he thinks I'm following him. Yeah, I'll throw that one out a little deeper and past it. I'll let it float down. Yep, that bobber bounced. Wonder if it just bounced into a snag. It's moving. There it goes. There we go. Yep, that's a good one. Yep. Hey. They're turning me into a liar. I was talking about how hard they hit it, and they've been kind of delicate. Nope. I'll go under this one, I think. There we go. That's a good one. Oh yeah. He's dark. The old Iowa blue cat right there. Just let him wear himself out for a second. Try not to lose this one. Find me a nice flat landing rock. All right, come on back here. How are you hooked? I think you're hooked good. Come here. You really should have brought grippies, but we'll make it work. Oh yeah, you were hooked really good. Ooh, don't wiggle, please. Want to get you unhooked. Ow, 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 ow. There we go. That was kind of a debacle. More of a debacle than it should have been, but yeah, this is the old Iowa blue cat. It's not a blue cat. It's a channel cat, but they turn dark colors. The males do during the spawn. I don't know if the ladies think it's attractive or what, but like they get big old swollen blubber lips and blue, kind of darkish blue. Some of them are even like black. Yeah, that's a nice one. All right, buddy. There he goes. I know they're not giant fish, but they bite so hard. I used to never use grips, and now I feel naked without them. Sorry I said that. That's kind of awkward. We need more shad. I think we'll repeat that process. I set it deeper and threw it out further and let it drift further, and we got a bite relatively quick. Yeah, if you time this out right, you can catch a pile of fish doing this. But it's a timing thing. Usually when the water's in the 70s. Month depends on where you're at. Like it happens earlier further south and later up north. But the thing that stays the same for sure is they like rocks. They like brush piles too, but often you find more fish on a rock bank like this instead of one or two in each brush pile. So if you're bank fishing, it's kind of sweet. All right. Oh, there he goes. Oh, it's a gar. Oh, he gave off. Like they so often do. Oh. Then I got snagged. That's kind of... Come on, man. Not appreciated. Okay, got her out. Yeah, as soon as I picked the rod up, it started racing. Gar might be the hardest fish to hook on this planet, at least for me. I was gonna move it anyway, so that works out good. Throw it out further, down further, and let it drift a little further and cover some fresh water. Well, so far we are neither whacking them nor stacking them. The rock here is kind of smaller. Seems like the bigger rock's usually better, which there's bigger rocks around that corner over there. I threw that one down further, so I'll let it, you know, simmer, let it marinate down there a little bit, and then we'll make a move if we don't get bit. Might make a move even if we do get bit. There we go. There we go. That's a nice one. He didn't, yeah. Just kept moving the bobber around and put it in front of one who was ready to go. It's so rewarding and refreshing. You're like, I'm gonna try and put it in a different spot. Boink. Man, that's another really, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of really dark ones. Almost looks like a female, but it's got the purple lips. I don't know. It's 2026, so who knows? Oh! All right, bye. Apparently they didn't appreciate that. But I appreciate them for taking the time to bite. That was awfully nice. Okay. Keep moving the bob around. Not saying this is too much fun, but bobber fishing for a fish that pulls back. Not saying bluegills and crappies don't pull back, but not on the level of a catfish. So to be able to come out here and do this on a nice warm day, sitting in the shade. Oh. Was that a bite or did it just fall? Yeah, to be able to do this on a nice warm day and watch a bobber go under, pretty dang nice. Oop, bobber down there definitely got hit. He hit it and quit it. What a loser. Maybe he did. He's coming at me. There we go. What do we got? Bouncing off rocks. Another largemouth. That's hilarious. Get it? Hilarious. Yeah, we've caught almost as many bass as we have catfish. Well, we have, technically, as far as fish landed. That's funny. Doodle sake, not just for catfish. I wonder how many baby swallows have fallen out from under this bridge, fallen out of their nest and got eaten by a catfish. Or a largemouth as far as that goes. Or who knows what else. I'm thinking, which is dangerous, but I'm thinking I'm gonna move to that spot with bigger rocks. Ooh. There she opens up a little bit. Wonder how many catfish I walked by. Ooh. If you're wondering, yes, I have fallen on rocks before. Yes, it did end up in an ER visit. Got some stitches on my shin. I try my best not to replicate that. I don't think it's as deep here. Yeah. It's set like 5 or 6 feet. We'll try it. All right. Where's a rod holder? Bigger rocks usually mean better rod holders. Maybe there. It's asking for it there. There we go. Bigger rocks are also better chairs. So that's nice. Oop. That was quick. Oh. Bummer. I was talking trash to one of my bass fishing buddies. How easy bass are to catch, and I guess that's what you get. You got another taker. Oh yeah, that was sweet. I love drag. Keep him out of my other line. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a nice one. Come on. Come on, buddy. Should probably move this to a place where it's not going to get incidentally ripped into the water. Oh yeah. That's an extra dark one. The move paid off. I should have moved earlier, but like I said, I was pretty comfy. Come here, buddy. Okay. Easy. Got a reasonably decent grip on them. Yeah, that one is extra blue. Oh, their teeth get longer, they get slimier, they turn blue, and they get meaner. And pretty much more fun. See it? All right, now did that. Oh, perfect. Even let me keep my bait. We'll take a look at it, see if it's washed out or not. Oh, wow. He took off racing with it and then dropped it. It scared me. Why'd you drop it, butt face? Now I'm holding this one, and then the other one will probably get hit. Oh, yep, there he goes. Tail as old as time. Is he still going? Did he drop it? He dropped it. Don't think that was a catfish. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. I had 2 hits and drops after that one quick fish. I'm gonna reel this in and cast it further down yet. Yeah, you definitely don't need 10-foot fishing rods to do this, but I don't know if you can tell, this is where they really shine, is they just do a better job of keeping your line off the bank out of the rocks, which I like braid for most applications in catfishing, but definitely this one, because it floats and cuts through the water really nice. But braid doesn't like rocks, so the more I can keep the braid off the rocks, the more effectively I can fish, and less likely I am to break one off. Yeah, 6 to 8 footers work too. Oh, what the? I cast my bobber off. That sucks. And I'm snagged. It's like, why is my bobber clear over there? That's not attached to my line anymore. Okay, I got that back at least. I don't think I'm getting my bobber back. Gonna have to painfully watch it float away. All right, what else do we got in here? I got some yellow ones. That'll work. Well, we probably overstayed our welcome again. On a little bit of a walk. Try to find some dumb ones somewhere else. There we go. Oh, there goes that bobber. They're like, nah, you better stay. Another one, he just grabbed it and dropped it. Probably just moving it away from the nest. But who knows? Catfish are weird. Not as weird as people, but pretty weird. Well, I walked up on this spot and literally saw a catfish fighting over a spawn site. So that's got to be a good sign. No more sure thing than actually seeing them. Oh my, that might be that's a giant flathead. That broomtail is, oh, that's awesome. I'm pitching a shad over there. I've never seen that before. That was so cool. That's not a small one either. That's like a 30, 40 pounder. I wasn't in much of a hurry, but now I am. That is so cool. I want to see him pop back up. Wouldn't it be sick to catch him? I mean, duh. All right, hopefully my bait is fresh enough for him. I got some fresh stuff in the truck. Leave it 5 minutes or so and then go get that. Wow, that's shallow. I'm gonna let it sit there. We'll see what happens. It's right around him. I'll get one for those guys over there. Man, I can't believe that. I mean, it won't come across on the camera very good because it's a wide angle lens. But that was 1,000,000% a flathead, and the first time I've ever seen that in my life. Well, that's where he was. I don't know if that was him. Wow, they're all around. This is awesome. I mean, we're not catching any, but that's for the moment. Hopefully that changes. Throw it over by where those ones were fighting. Oh wow, they're right there. Probably have a better shot at the flathead if I had night crawlers, to be honest. I mean, we're definitely around them. That's not in question. My bait might just be too gross and stinky for them. Oh, there he goes. Oh, I wonder why he came off. So I was messing with my phone because I was trying to get footage. Yeah, I wonder if my bait's just too rotten. This, like I said, it's hot. We're around fish. They're not really eating. They might be more interested in the whole spawning thing, but usually they're still gluttons. There we go. Wow, he dropped it. He's probably took a bite of it and was like, gross, it's rotten. Nope. There we go. That was a no doubter. Yep, that's a nice fish. Yeah, this is a really good one. Try not to fall in. Easier said than done. Out of them, oh yeah, that's a good one. And I just love that. Just came tight and drag ripping. I think I'm still gonna go get that bait. Mainly because I think that'd be our best shot at a flathead. The flathead. I don't want to catch just any flat. I want to catch the one I saw. So that was a good one. Okay, bud. You're not really any bigger than what we've been getting, but you're definitely grumpier. There we go. Yeah. Nice fish. Grumpy fish. Still grumpy. And I go get that shad. Wow, there's just so many of them. I went and got the shad that was on ice. Hopefully that makes a difference on the chans, and that flathead would be nice. I don't know if he's still there or not. That was about where he was. Or she, I'm not sure. The old jet skiers, a staple of the lake life. Nothing wrong with jet skis. I just don't like fishing around them if I can help it. That's one nice thing about the river. They're not so bad, as long as they don't like drive around multiple times. But they're not big of waves. Now those 35-pound or 35-foot fiberglass boats that run 2/3 throttle and, you know, plow in water and kick up 7-foot waves. Not a big fan of them. Well, if that's how you're gonna be, we'll throw over at these guys over here. It does amaze me. Like, I have been to places where you can see them swimming around, like, not like this, but just see them swimming around. This is the first time I've ever seen them, like, fighting for spawning sites and stuff, but it's crazy how spooky they are. Like, you cast over by them and they'll bolt, and sometimes they'll come back and investigate and sometimes eat it, but lots of times they don't. Probably better off just let my bait sit. There we go. Hey. Oh, that's a nicer one. Oh, thrashing up on top in about 1 inch of water. Man, he's dark. They look so cool. They're in the spawn / ugly at the same time. Okay. Get him over the rock. I really thought this would be absolute carnage. I mean, obviously we've caught a fish or two, but it's a lot longer between bites than I anticipated. Like, there's probably 4 or 5 catfish swimming around that bobber right now. You see the boils coming off of them, and every once in a while one's tail will pop up and you're like, yep, that's definitely a catfish. Come here, buddy. Okay, you are extra dark and extra slimy, and you're going to be extra hard to hold on to. We got the hook out. Ah, look at the big old noggin on him. All right, I'm going to get him back, because this is when the other one would get bit. So that's how them things seem to happen. This is a pretty cool experience, and I'm sure I didn't do a very good job of videotaping it and capturing everything that was going on, but there's catfish everywhere doing catfish spawning things, and they seem to be more interested in that than bait. But we got a few. You know, it was a fun little trip, and there's times where you can pile them up. But that wasn't today. It was just a good trip, you know, and I'm pretty happy about that. Pretty happy I got the opportunity to come out here, and pretty happy that you took the time to watch. So I really appreciate it. I'm distracted because I still have one more bobber out, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Hope you catch a giant.